Attention, citizens. In the event of fallout, shelter immediately. Exposure levels are critical. This broadcast is amateur hour. We don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it anyway. Tune your dial to amateur_pod on all social platforms to receive further instructions.
Hey guys, welcome to Amateur Hour, a show where we don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it anyway. I'm one of your hosts, Jackson.
And I'm one of your hosts, William, as you probably saw from our new social media posts that
I also posted on social media.
I'm David. I haven't posted on social media yet.
Yeah, David, how's your video going?
Huh?
How's your video going?
I haven't started it.
Oh.
But you've been
That's
thinking
not
really
true.
hard about it.
No, that's not true. I actually took a lot of stills. I happened to do a flooring project last week. I took a lot of still images, and I've been thinking about how to put them together.
That's a good idea.
A video.
I thought it was going to be like you're taking some still images of yourself, like in the mirror.
Yeah, just like modeling.
Draw me like one of your
Yeah.
French ladies. Yeah.
David. Gotta keep it PG, man.
So this episode is a little weird.
Yeah.
We're a lot of stuff is changing. So we're going to be posting this on Spotify, so you'll be able to watch the entire video cast of us now from here on out, hopefully, as long as everything goes correctly and I can figure out the software that I'm working with. And yeah, you can listen to us or watch us from here on out. We're excited about that.
And we're on YouTube now. So if
Yeah.
you're watching us on YouTube, hi. You can now see us. And hopefully
Hi.
we don't look too ugly.
Yeah, you probably weren't expecting
Yeah.
this.
My bad.
For us to look
I'm
so
dragging
good.
us down. Yeah, I'm dragging us down.
No, you're a good looking fella. I like your
No, I
hair.
think it would be
Oh,
me
my
right
bad.
now with the scruffy looking, untrimmed facial hair.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, you just look rugged.
it's
'Cause
also
you've got
strange.
a jawline.
Have you been using one of those jawser size things?
No, but thank you for saying that. I've actually felt very fat recently, so that helps me a little bit.
Have you ever thought about
I
using
thought-
one of
I
those
thought you were-
jawser sizes?
I definitely have, yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it
Is
too.
that what happened to Zac Efron? Is that the answer?
Yes. Yeah, I just started doing jaw exercises.
A throwback
think
to an
his
episode
secret-
from like 4 years ago.
I think his secret was he broke his jaw.
No, his secret was he got bad plastic surgery and said he broke his jaw.
No,
The plastic surgeon broke his jaw during the surgery.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
bad plastic surgery. He looks like a Chad. Like, how is that
No,
bad?
he looks horrible. Dude, that
No, I
is
think
like
those
the
were-
worst.
Those were not like real photos.
No,
either that
he's
or he
probably
was-
hailed as like the weirdest looking dude now. Pretty sure.
I think it's
that
no, it's
happened.
just his jaw that's weird. Like that.
Yeah.
There was like a whole thing where people were spreading around pictures of him where it like his whole face had changed. But
Well, did
those
you see him
weren't
in
real.
Iron Claw, dude? He definitely.
I
his
never
whole
watched
face
that.
Absolutely changed.
Yeah, but for that he also
that
like was training.
prosthetics and training. Yeah, like that was a
No,
movie.
but that's
Like, he
what
was
he
bulking.
looks like. No, that's what he looks like now. I'm not talking about his body. I'm talking about his face.
No, he
Yeah.
looks different in Iron Claw. Like slightly different than he does in real life.
Well,
never watched it.
even real life now.
Well, I haven't either, but I've seen like
very odd.
clips of it and such.
The
Yeah.
other interesting thing about this episode and why it's so weird and why we're just going to be kind of doing like a fireside chat tangent is we had our
I
second
forgot
guest
my mic.
not show up. And David is just unprepared. He has no equipment.
Yep.
He's in Florida.
But
So,
look at my beautiful background.
your background
That's
does
a
look
nice
great.
background.
It does. I like your office at home too, but that is pretty cool.
Also, unprepared seems not fair.
I'm
Like I
sorry.
did think all of this through. It just failed
just
to
didn't
come
work out.
together.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
He had a
yeah.
plan.
It's still my fault, but I don't know. Unprepared seems worse in my mind. Somehow.
You're right. I take it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we had a guest for tonight. We don't know what happened. I spoke to him today. He didn't show up, and this is the second time this has happened. So I
Not
don't know
with
what's
this
going
person.
on. Not with this person.
Second time
Yeah,
that a guest has
there
not
could be a
shown.
very reasonable explanation for this.
It's true. The really weird thing is going to be if he does show up in the waiting room, do we let him in at this point?
No, we say we canceled.
Okay.
and we reschedule. Because
I was going to say yes, but
We'll just have
Nah.
we'll have to ask him what his take on Zac Efron's looks are
yeah,
if he shows up.
I'll say, well, we were gonna invite you in to be interviewed, but now you're just gonna be a commentator for the last 20 minutes of our episode.
Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to adapt to what we're talking about.
We don't care about you anymore. So, what are we gonna talk about tonight, guys?
I have a question real quick.
Okay.
I probably have an answer.
So I know we've been using this app to get potential guests for a while. Have any of them? I don't remember the sources for all of our
Oh,
guests. I
yeah.
know sometimes we do like, Reddit, and we've done social media and our own networks and that kind of stuff. Have any of them that we connected with from this app been real?
One, the motorcycle guy, the one that
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire,
Oh yeah.
Sean
Okay.
That was
Free.
yeah.
So we're
That's the one I missed.
one
That was a
of-
great interview.
one of 3 or something. That's not a
Yeah.
great percentage.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
Croy
the one
not
guy
from that
yeah.
app?
Who?
Croy.
No, he was not.
Oh, okay.
You found him.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah,
found
on
him on
social
Reddit.
media, I think.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
have
you
another
did,
guy
yeah, okay.
that said he would like to be on the app though, but I will be confirming multiple times the time zone and making sure that he is actually coming.
Great.
So I do know the app
Day
at
of,
least
you're gonna
works.
bug the snot out of them.
I will. Yeah.
You just give him like hour by hour, play by play.
like, hey, dude, we got 3 hours. You
Yeah.
still coming?
We have 3 hours. Get in front of your computer right now.
Yeah. Go ahead and get
T-minus
ready to click
10
that join
minutes.
button.
Do like a NASA launch countdown
Mm-hmm.
through the app.
I like it.
I might have to because
Houston, we have liftoff.
yeah, can't keep doing this. We're gonna have to find some Reddit guests. Those tend to be reliable.
So I went and saw
Which
the
is
Odyssey.
not what I would have expected.
Yeah, Reddit people. I went and
So you
saw the Odyssey. It was very good. Highly recommend. Also recorded a little bit of a video, like a shorts review, like a first impressions review that we'll post on social media. It's me and Abby talking about it, like directly after getting out of the movie.
Oh, I thought you were saying you filmed a little bit of the movie, and I was like,
I did.
They're
I
coming.
did.
Dude. They're coming.
Did you
for
bring an IMAX camera
Yep.
to catch it in all its glory?
Yeah, I snuck an IMAX camera through a Trojan horse into the theater.
Nice. That was the most on theme thing I think you could have done. Like they should have applauded it.
I did see a video of a guy who like dressed as like Greek like gladiator clothing was basically what he was wearing, and he was pulling a wagon behind him that had a wooden horse built on it, and he was like going through the ticket line, and then he like ran around the corner to get into the theater, and it like tipped over, and there was like 3 guys in there trying to sneak into the movie with him. It's like, man, could they even stop you at that point? Yes, they probably could.
I think probably right now my favorite Trojan horse adaptation, that's how you say that word, is
I've heard it both
Sherman
ways.
and Mr. Peabody, the
Oh, did they do
animated
a-
movie from like, I don't know, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that.
That's a good one.
Have watched that a couple of times with my son over the last like 6 months. And like, this is good. And also Kronk is the main guy, not from the Odyssey, but in it, I think he's
Odysseus?
no,
Oh, not from the Odyssey. He's Sherman.
Agamemnon. I think he's
Oh,
Agamemnon.
Agamemnon.
Like they don't place it right, but yeah. Anyway, so
Fun fact:
good.
I'm actually watching The Odyssey right now.
As Christopher Nolan intended.
Good trailer sharing, William.
Thank you.
You should put your review on YouTube as well.
Well, I'm not actually watching it.
No,
He wasn't talking to you.
William. Not everything's about you, William.
Oh,
We'll post it on YouTube Shorts as well. I'm just basically giving all the stuff to William, and he can post it.
yeah, that's
We
a
have
good
YouTube
idea.
Shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've been posting them. I
Is
posted
it that
mine.
short?
Yeah, I mean, it's like
The
a
review.
reel. Yeah, it's like the same length as a reel on Instagram. It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
minute and a half long.
I
Oh, okay.
posted my video on YouTube Shorts the other day as well.
Mhm.
Maybe it was today. Was it today?
It was today.
Yeah, it was today. and somebody commented something very nice. I appreciated it. It was my little video.
Was the
Why is it not
comment your
showing up
mom?
now? Yeah, he said, "Keep doing it, man." Because I said, "We'll be giving some more content." He said, "Keep doing it, man," and I was like, "That's
Keep doing it, man. Was he
That's n-
following?
no, I don't think so." So
You
there's
know,
that.
positivity is good though.
I appreciated it. That's probably the nicest comment we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
One thing that drives me insane is when I look at the TikTok comments because people are stupid on there. And especially our economics episodes, there's so many people that are just like shills for the government. They're like, it's not that bad these days. Like, you're just not working hard enough. And I'm like,
Did you listen to any of the math?
no, they didn't. That's the problem. They're like, what do you mean? What do you mean $180,000? He goes, my cousin in Chicago makes 65 and he lives just fine. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, people drive me insane because they make the dumbest comments and then they want to argue with you. And so I've just been like super snarky back to people, and those comments tend to get likes. So, people are supporting me in that at least. But people drive me insane because I'm like, you are 70 years old. You don't get to tell me what it's like to be a young person trying to make it in life anymore. Like, you had your time and you ruined it. So don't come at me. Don't come tell me that it's easy to buy a house these days. Like, don't tell me these things because it's not true, and you don't get it, and you're old. So
How do you know it's old people?
because you could see him, he's got a
On
profile
TikTok?
picture. Dude's name is like Tony or something.
Tony,
Got
the
a-
old guy name.
Got a
Tony.
gray beard. Like, hop off, Tony.
Not like. No, I don't want to alienate anyone. I was going to give some classic old guy names, but no, I won't.
Chances are that if you gave out a name, that would be like half our audience is named. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not problematic like William. Also, I'm fine with you roasting me. So
Yeah.
I'm like the
Because
opposite.
David
William.
doesn't read the comments.
I don't.
I shouldn't.
And if I did,
shouldn't
I
read the
wouldn't
comments.
care.
Yeah. I really don't need to read the comments.
Yeah, but you're taking on that burden as the social media manager.
I am.
I was doing that too when we were having some of our videos blow up. I was going in and taking one for the team and just like replying to people
It's
and
awful.
liking people's comments that
People
were
are so
nice,
annoying.
and then commenting on people's that weren't nice, but also trying to be nice myself and non-confrontational.
Oh, I value your horrible opinions so much.
Yeah. Thank you for taking time out of your day to post this horrible stuff.
We really appreciate it. Your
We
feedback
appreciate the engagement.
is everything to us. Anyway, the Odyssey. It was good.
Honestly.
You said
Yeah.
it was worth, in a text message chain with us, you said it was worth the IMAX ticket.
Yeah,
right?
I think it was definitely worth seeing it in IMAX for sure. I don't know that you would necessarily, if you're not seeing it in IMAX, that you're like not going to appreciate it. But I, as like a film buff, definitely appreciated seeing it in that format. But I'm also going to watch it again when it comes out on a streaming service on my, 55, 60-inch TV at home in Letterboxd. So it's pretty good.
How long do you think it'll be till someone comes out with a
IMAX TV.
user? No, not necessarily, but a user way to like change the aspect ratio so that the whole thing shows up on consumer level TVs? Because that's a huge untapped market that I don't think should be that difficult to do.
I think if you were to if a streaming service, let me put it this way, were to make available changing the aspect ratio, then it wouldn't be that difficult to fit it onto the
Like,
TV. You would just have black bars
on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who cares?
So it would be taller, and you get the quote unquote full IMAX experience, at least seeing everything that was supposed to be there on the screen. But it's probably not going to be desirable to a lot of people because
Well,
of the
but
black
then
bars.
if they put it out there, then there's a whole new market of video snobbery conversations back and forth on, well, is it better to watch it in the original aspect ratio and but not get as immersive of an experience, or should we do it the widescreen way that it normally would be on our consumer TVs, because that's more in the way our vision works anyways, width instead of square, blah 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 blah. So you'd get tons of free marketing if you just came out with the ability,
Yeah,
which I think would be good.
I agree.
I think IMAX movies are dumb.
That's a take.
Why? You gonna expand on
Because-
that?
Why would you make a movie where only a few people can go even see it? Most people aren't going to see it like that. Most people are not going to an IMAX theater. So you just
Most people can't.
exactly
Like there
most
aren't
people
true
can't.
IMAX very many places.
Well, there's not true IMAX, but then also it's like way more expensive. So you're cutting off a lot of people that would like to go see it and making that experience less desirable for those people. I mean, like, free will is a thing. Feel free to do whatever you'd like. I just think it's a shtick and it's kind of dumb. But that's just me. And I'll
think
take some flack for that. But
I
it's
think
okay.
Christopher Nolan did it because he could. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like the number one director in Hollywood right now, and he can do whatever he wants. And it was, I'm sure, quite the undertaking for him to do that.
I did just watch Interstellar again last night.
It's so good.
I haven't seen true IMAX since like maybe middle school. So the Museum of Science and Industry in Temple Terrace had, and it was actually even more unique because it was an IMAX dome theater, and that thing was amazing. I mean, you had to produce content very specifically for it.
Yeah.
But even there was a cut one time I saw of episode 2, maybe the Clone Wars, that they did in there. That was super cool. I don't know what tomfoolery they had to do to make that work, but it was awesome. But I haven't had a reason to spend the money. Plus, I have to go somewhat out of my way to be able to even get to a true IMAX theater. So the combination of no one was making stuff for that format that was compelling until Christopher Nolan kind of revived it.
Well, yeah, because most of the time IMAX is just like documentary style filmmaking,
Right.
nature docs.
It just wasn't being used for commercial Hollywood stuff. But he started, so now there is, but it's still far away and expensive, and so I haven't pulled the trigger yet. This might be the one though, because
Where
my
did you
wife
go
also
see it?
wants to see it.
I went and saw it in Knoxville on
Oh.
Parkside.
Was it a true IMAX or just a regular IMAX?
It was just regular IMAX.
Oh, loser. Why are we even talking about this?
The true like original format that it was only in like 20 theaters across the U.S. I think the closest one was Nashville to me,
Oof.
and also
It's not really
tickets
that
were.
far.
It's not that far, but we would have
But
had to
for
like
a movie,
make a
that's a
yeah, and tickets for those like the true IMAX stuff sold out pretty much immediately as tickets went on sale. But honestly, like after reviewing the different formats online to see what the differences were, I don't think I missed out on anything by seeing it in the regular IMAX. I don't want to get stuck on the Odyssey too much because I want you guys to see it, and I kind of want to do a whole episode about it.
That'd be great. Yeah,
I'm gonna
right
be
now I'm
honest with
trying to
you. I
figure out
probably am not gonna go see it.
Wow,
loser.
Just letting you know.
great.
We'll just do our own episode on it. You'll be killed in a marching band accident that day.
Yep.
It's fine.
I'm trying right now. I'm trying to figure out if the the IMAX theater at the Indiana State Museum is true IMAX or not. Jackson and I talked about this last week some
It's very
off
confusing.
recording, but yeah, it is so needlessly confusing. I mean, not needless really. The need is we want to make it hard for people to know, so they'll pay a bigger ticket price for something that isn't IMAX. Not really, but it's very frustrating.
I'm very excited for Spider-Man.
Me too.
I accidentally watched the full trailer when it came out
Why accidentally? Why are y'all
because I
opposed to
couldn't
watching
look away.
trailers?
Because
Because they
usually
just tell you the whole plot. You know
Yeah.
what the movie is.
trailers give
Oh.
too much away most of the time.
But see, like Marvel trailers don't. I feel like
Because
they're so ambiguous,
Sometimes they
they-
don't. A lot of times I feel like they do.
because I feel like they're trying to throw you off recently. Like they've been so secretive with their trailers and like the people that are in the movies that they're trying to throw you off constantly. So I feel like watching a Marvel trailer isn't as bad as watching like a normal movie trailer.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
they
is.
like intentionally do like misleading things in the trailer.
Yeah, they're trying
Cut
to
it
get
differently.
you off the scent.
I did watch the Doomsday trailer though, the
Yeah.
one that William sent.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that one, David?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going back and forth. Is it
I would
too much? You wouldn't. Okay.
If you're being hesitant about watching trailers for spoilers, I wouldn't watch this trailer.
Yeah, there's a pretty major one.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about it.
And Amy
There's
goes,
a pretty
even
major
though-
spoiler in
even
the
though-
trailer.
Even though I kind of already knew that was happening from like
I didn't.
articles that I read, I was like, I don't know about this.
I did know that, but I didn't know how they were going to do it.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
Amy was sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
So,
But I am really looking forward to Spider-Man, which is coming out very soon.
yes.
And William, you said you're doing a thing for the new movies coming out.
Yeah, we've been watching a lot of the Marvel movies recently, just to kind of go back through them. I also am trying to watch some of the shows that I never watched, but then like wanted to. So I saw WandaVision. I did see that one originally, and so I rewatched that one because Amy had never seen it. And I'm
Did she like it?
watching yeah, she thought it was good. And then I'm watching the second season of Loki right now because I never did see that.
I
Loki's
finally
great.
finished that.
Yeah, first season was
Oh.
great.
So the second season was like,
Second
so
season
good.
was better.
yeah, it
Which
was.
blew my mind.
Now
Because the
I'm gonna
first one was so good.
Yeah, I am gonna be interested to see because they built up so much for like the Kang Dynasty, and then they just like scrapped it. But I've seen all of these different theories about how like Doctor Doom and Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom has been a thing, and they've been hinting at it and all this other stuff. But it's like, but that wasn't even the original plan. So I feel like that's not really hinting at it, because unless they were thinking still like way, way farther out in the future, because the plan was Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars. That's been the plan for years. So I feel like they weren't thinking about Doomsday with Doctor Doom in it way, way, way earlier, because they had Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars in their minds. So all the stuff that they think points towards Doomsday, I feel like is fake, because they didn't even know that was going to happen. Or maybe they did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that is the biggest loss of the whole Majors issue, was that there were stuff like Ant-Man Quantumania about the build up to Kang that was horrible. But there was stuff like the Loki seasons that were
Yeah.
stinking phenomenal and set up so many cool plot threads and gave
Yeah.
so much good character development. And Majors is a horrible person. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he was fantastic
loved
in that.
him in the role, even though it is obvious he's terrible. Maybe he's reformed now. I hope he is, but that he has done lots of terrible things in the past. So that was a bummer, and I am legitimately nervous not even nervous. I'm actually pretty confident that Marvel is going to do a poor job of trying to loop the Loki stuff into this new Doom plan to make it not make it like they're going to fail to make it make sense, but that they're going to try to connect it too heavily when it wasn't designed for this.
Yeah.
And is just going to make Loki seem completely inconsequential, like the events of the Loki show. Uh, but yeah, it is what it is. If they give me a compelling story in Doomsday, in my opinion, we're back.
Yeah.
That's all I want out of it is just give me a good, compelling story like all of the other Russo brothers Marvel movies have had. Good story, good character development, good action, good dialogue. All of it has been good for their movies. That's all I want. If you have to do a couple of, yeah, just don't look at this thing because we had to pivot, I'm okay with that. I don't love it, but it's just the reality we're in. That's fine.
Yeah.
They're not wizards. They can't literally fix something like Doctor Strange.
I mean, that's what their get out of jail free card is. Different timelines, right? Different universes, different timelines. That happened in a different timeline.
But if they
It's not
explain
canon.
things too much, it will make it worse. If they just say, yeah, that thing was a different part of the multiverse. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, that's fine. Again, as long as there's a compelling story.
I am pretty interested to see how they tie in like the X-Men stuff. Like how they bring those characters in. Because we haven't seen anything besides Doctor Strange, right? We haven't really seen them in anything. And that was like a different versions of them from a different multiverse. But the original actors are coming back. Oh, Deadpool, sorry. Not Doctor Strange.
No, both of them.
Was it both of them?
Yeah. Because we got Xavier in Doctor Strange.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And we saw different versions of different characters in Doctor Strange. But then we saw the original characters in Deadpool. So, yeah, I'm interested to see like how they're going to get them there. Like they're pulling from all these different angles, and they're trying to do all this in one movie now. So,
yeah. Well, my thing too with the problem with the Marvel universe now is there are so many different aspects to it, and there's so many different things that you kind of have to watch now.
It's really hard to follow,
understand. And like with the first Avengers, it was just it was like the 5 or 6 people. They each had some movies, and they didn't have TV shows, and they didn't have shorts, and they didn't have all these things. And that's fine that they have that now. I think it's cool that like if you do follow someone or you do like a specific character, there's probably a show and a bunch of movies out for them. But the problem is when you put integral parts of the plot in very small subplots of episodes that you have to kind of understand to understand like an Avengers movie, that's where you lose me, because like you have movies like The Marvels, which flopped, and then you have movies like The Eternals, which also kind of flopped, and then like Ironheart, which flopped, and you've got all these like different movies that probably contain key information that all flopped and didn't do well, but then you kind of have to you have to almost force yourself to go back and watch them so that you understand everything correctly, or you just have to watch spoilers for them. And I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, I share those concerns. I think the problem is they had the answer in phase 1 through 3 because they had a lot of stuff going on. They were introducing like dozens of characters and making us follow them and make connections with them and really be invested. But for the most part, other than a couple of outliers, worked. And I mean, I don't know what all the magic sauce was, but I mean, one of the things I've identified is like the Avengers movies and even Captain America Civil War, other than the first Avengers movie, was anchored around one character, one or two characters. I mean, even think about Infinity War, the first time that they threw everyone together, the movie was about Thanos. Like the other major Avengers had big storylines in it, but the main character, air quotes, is Thanos. And then Endgame, the main character is Cap and Tony. That one it had kind of two because they had to finish out their stories, and then Civil War, the main character was Cap, and in Ultron, the main character uh, is less clear than the other ones, but
Mostly Iron
I would
Man.
say is Iron Man and Ultron mostly. That's the anchor one. Same. That's really also, if I had to pick an anchor one for the first Avengers, would also be Iron Man. But that one is even less so. But it was truly a Joss Whedon movie, and he, for all of his flaws, knows how to handle an ensemble very well narratively. Uh, so yeah, I'm concerned about this one because I don't know who they could anchor the movie around. There's a couple of options that I think could work, but all of the news that I've seen, not recently, but I mean, way back when they were announcing the whole gambit of characters and actors who were in this,
Gambit is in this.
that I, it's not what I meant, but yeah, that I think they were going too far. Like they all felt like they had like the same level of narrative importance, and not anyone except maybe Doom himself stuck out as like the one. Uh, so I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But I'm very excited for Spider-Man because that one
Yes.
doesn't have almost any of the problems that we're talking about.
Yeah.
It could still be a terrible movie, but it doesn't have the Marvel problem.
I'm excited for it though. I watched a video the other day that was kind of breaking down Spider-Man and how his like Tom Holland's Spider-Man is backwards. It's completely backwards
Yes.
from what we normally have. It's like you have the brokenness, and then you've got the coping with it and learning to live with it. And then this one you've got the learning to live with it and a genuinely happy person, and then gets broken and now having to figure out how to like live with it. And I liked the breakdown that he did of that, and just kind of going over, why they did it this way, and like why it makes sense for his character, and how it's just something like different and fresh. And I've always really, really liked Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think they casted it perfectly because obviously like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is like my favorite because that's what I grew up on. That's what I watched multiple times. Went through like 2 VHS tapes from rewinding it all the time. That was like my favorite. So I think he was the best Spider-Man. And then I think Andrew Garfield was a great Peter Parker, but then I think Tom Holland's like probably the best version
best
of
of
both
both
combined.
worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm super
That's
excited.
an interesting take.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this before. I didn't remember that was how you laid it out, because I think of Andrew Garfield and the other one,
Toby Maguire.
Toby. Thank you, Toby Maguire, as the best at the opposite things that you did. I thought Toby Maguire was the best Peter, Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man, and Tom Holland's the best combination.
See, I think it's hard because my opinion might just be skewed because that's just what I grew up watching. Like I think when I think of Spider-Man, I think of Tobey Maguire. But Peter in Andrew Garfield's, he was too cool. It didn't make sense to me. He was like, it didn't make sense to me that people wouldn't want to be his friend because he just seemed very cool. And that's not Spider-Man to me. And
yeah, it sounds like you're agreeing with me.
yeah, I am. But it's
now that
okay.
I think about it.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with both of those takes. And also, I think Tom Holland might be the best Spider-Man, like hands down. Like he, like you said, he does both roles so well. He also has the backing of a huge franchise behind him, though, right? So he's got writers that are writing not only for his movies, but to integrate him into this multiverse of cast that the writing is so well done because they have to be on point with everything because it affects not just the Spider-Man movies. And so I think that added pressure to his Spider-Man character probably helps a lot, on top of the fact that he's a great actor. Like he just
They
is objectively a great actor.
they also literally have contractual obligations for in-universe support
Yeah.
that the other Spider-Man / Peter Parker didn't have. I mean, none of those had, Iron Man and Mysterio and um, Samuel L. Jackson's character Fury, Nick Fury, and the list goes on of in the movie supporting big name actors and big name characters in these universes as well. Not just adding to even the storytelling needed to be on point. Well, there's so much star power in these movies that is leveling them up as well. I agree. I think Tom Holland could potentially take the spot as just hands down the best Spider-Man and Peter Parker if this one lands. I want to
Mhm.
see him as an adult suffering Peter Parker and
I want to
how
see him suffer.
yeah, I know. As I was saying it, I was like, this is not the right tone of voice
It's
for
true
this.
though. That's
Uh,
the
but
character.
yeah,
What it's
that's
about.
what I need. If he can nail that, because he was fantastic at the young, energetic, more goofy Spider-Man.
Yep.
If he can land this one, I think he takes the crown.
I tell you what, he was fantastic in Odyssey. He just was like, and I haven't really seen him in a serious role. I haven't seen him in a lot of other stuff besides Spider-Man. So when I saw him in this, I was optimistic about it because I know he's a good actor. But I was super impressed with like how emotional and I mean everybody in that movie was amazing. But
Did you
I was
see him
especially impressed with him.
Did you see him in The Impossible, the movie about the one with Ewan McGregor?
No, that's
I
when he was
love that
really
movie.
little, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
was
was like
very
12 or
yeah.
something.
he? Yeah,
That was
no,
one
I
of
never
like his
saw
first
that.
movies, I think.
But I know
I
that one's
saw
a
that
crazy one.
after he was Spider-Man already.
Hmm.
I didn't watch it. I didn't even know he was in it. I was just watching a Ewan McGregor movie that I hadn't seen before and was enjoying it. And then saw this little kid run by and was like, "Is that Tom Holland?"
Well, I did.
Is
So
that little
but he was
Spider-Man?
phenomenal. Yeah, he
I
was
went into it
phenomenal in that as a
blind,
kid.
not knowing who was in it at all, and I go, "Is that Ewan McGregor?" And then the
Is that
same thing was
Obi-Wan?
like, "Is that
that
Tom
Spider-Man?
Holland?" Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun movie.
Who's
Horrible
the
movie.
mom in that? Because she was a horrible movie. You didn't like the movie?
No, I mean like horrible things
Oh,
happen in the
events.
movie.
Yes.
Naomi Watts.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was also very good in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, I would highly recommend it.
I need
And
to put
those
that
are
on my
actually
list.
his brothers too. That's Tom Holland's brothers.
Really?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's called The Impossible.
Mhm.
All right, I'm adding it to my list right now.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. His brothers are Kid in the Tent 1 and Kid in the Tent 2, not the brothers from the movie.
They weren't quite good enough to be the main brothers.
No, they let them slide in for a cameo.
There was just one brother, wasn't there? Like Tom's character and another brother.
Yeah, I
were the
just saw their
kids, yeah.
faces as the cast and was like, oh, I didn't realize, I didn't realize it because it wasn't real.
Can you imagine being the brother of Spider-Man?
That would either be really awesome or suck.
No, I think it would be terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that one. Yep, that's the way I was leaning.
I feel so like dejected.
Yeah.
Like, how can I ever live up to anything in my life?
Yeah.
My brother's Spider-Man is in the Odyssey, is like...
Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything where he played a different character. Like,
He was in that movie
the few
Uncharted.
movies. Yeah, the few movies I have seen him in where he didn't play either the character where he's a kid and he was great in that, or a very similar to Spider-Man role. So I've been itching
because
to see him in
Uncharted, like Nathan
something
Drake
get
is a little
to
more
stretch himself.
lighthearted.
Yeah.
Well,
and
he was
goofy.
no, he was in that movie, The Devil All the Time.
I didn't see that. That one's
that
also
was
on my
okay.
list. And
It
that also
wasn't-
had
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It's Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson in it.
He's creepy in that movie too.
Robert Pattinson is probably better at being creepy than a good
He
guy.
is.
Yeah.
I told Abby. Abby was like, he did so good in that. And I was like, yeah, he's great at playing like a sleazy person. Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
so
Wait, in what?
sleazy. In the Odyssey.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Like
is
he
Robert
got his
Pattinson in the Odyssey?
chops.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. He's a
He
big part
got
of the
his
Odyssey.
chops from playing leading men characters, and while he's good at that, I think he's better as
He
the bad guy, or at least a bad leaning character.
is very good in everything I've seen him in except for Twilight. Like he ran so far away from that role and just like got so good at acting, in my opinion. It's ridiculous. Like everything I've seen him in since that, I'm like, this guy is so good. Even that Mickey 17, like it was not a good movie.
Yeah.
It was not
It's a
good.
terrible movie.
But he was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like the movie sucked.
Actually,
the writing
most
was
of
terrible.
the actors were great in that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
The
I feel like
story
the
was just
acting was
bad.
good.
Which it was sad because I had high hopes for that movie.
Yeah, I did too. It looked great on the trailers and
I-
stuff.
The Devil
don't
All the
think I've-
Time movie has an insane cast list.
Does it?
It's Tom Holland, Harry Melling, Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgård, Sebastian Stan, which is Bucky from
Yeah.
He is also a really good actor.
yeah. There's a crazy amount of people, and some of these people I don't recognize their names, but I recognize their face.
But like Robert Pattinson, have y'all seen Tenet, the other Chris Nolan movie?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's so good in that.
Have I seen?
I was
Yep.
like blown away.
And in that one, he's like morally gray, I think. Like
Yeah.
he's not,
No, yeah, he
He's
doesn't
not
play really a
evil.
bad guy in that movie.
yeah, but he's also not, he's very much not your goody two shoes, like rule follower character either.
Yeah.
Is Tenet good?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. It's more confusing than Inception. So
Yeah, that's what I heard.
If,
It's like you have.
if
to
you
pay
want to
attention.
watch that, no, I wouldn't. I would if I were to recommend someone go watch Tenet, I would say go watch it for entertainment value only the first time, and let everything like wash over you. Like
Yes.
just take it in,
Agreed.
and then you can go back and try to figure stuff out. Just let it
Okay.
intake it
All right.
the first time.
It is my least favorite of the Nolan movies that I have seen, and I've seen almost all of them. But it's still good.
It's
It's
also
still
one of
very
my least
enjoyable.
favorite, and still, I love that movie. It's so good. I've seen it like 3 times.
You know what seems like a Christopher Nolan movie but isn't?
What?
Prisoners.
Prisoners is so good.
I don't know if I've seen that.
That's the one
Prisoners.
with Hugh Jackman,
Wolverine.
and Jake Gyllenhaal.
That movie,
No,
It's
I haven't
insane.
seen this one.
That's such a good movie. If you
It
haven't
is.
seen that, you need to watch that movie.
you need to
It's
watch that movie,
insane.
David.
Oh,
like
I know
tonight.
why you like it, Jackson.
Why?
Because Paul Dano's in it.
Oh
is
yeah,
this the one
Oh,
with the
yeah,
sink
Paul Dano's
scene
great.
that's online?
Yes.
Yeah, where he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
trying not to beat a dude with a hammer.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
And the
Paul
dude,
Dano.
I
Yeah,
think legitimately either was scared or peed himself during that
He
filming the
probably
scene.
did. Have you seen the behind
that's,
the
I don't
scenes
know
for
how
that?
true that is,
Yeah.
but that's the legend.
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
that Paul Dano actually fell to the ground because that was unscripted and
It
he was
was.
terrified.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw the behind the scenes for that, and he wasn't supposed to do that. He wasn't
It's like-
supposed to break the sink, and the hammer was so close to him.
It's like in the Dark Knight when Joker goes up on Rachel. Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah. And gets all up in her face and puts the knife in her face, and he wasn't supposed to
Recast
do
as
that
Maggie
either.
Gyllenhaal.
Uh,
Yeah,
Let's
you
be
wanna talk
fair,
about it.
she did a better job anyway. So
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
She did. She did. Speaking of The Dark Knight, another Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could sit and
So
talk
is
about
Man of
Nolan movies
Steel.
forever.
Every time
Well,
I hear
no, Man
Man
of
of
Steel, he
Steel?
was an executive producer.
Oh,
he,
my
he
bad.
didn't
I was gonna
write
say he
it.
didn't
He
direct that.
didn't. Yeah, he brought his superhero Batman clout with him to help sell the movie.
Mm,
And it was the same writer, David S. Goyer, that did the Batman trilogy with Nolan, but that's as much connection as Nolan had. He was an executive producer. He kind of helped make the movie happen, but he wasn't creatively involved in it.
but
I
you know
might
what
go
he did
watch The
direct?
Dark Knight tonight.
The
Do a
Prestige.
Nolan spree.
The
Prestige.
Prestige is maybe my favorite movie of all time.
It might be
Really?
a perfect movie. Yeah.
Yes.
That it's on my top 5, and it might be perfect. Like I've
Because it has the perfect combination of Nolan. It has the Tenant, just let it wash over you and enjoy the ride. But also the mystery is so well buttoned up and understandable. Like it's easy to understand, even though you wouldn't have figured it out ever.
Yeah.
It's the gold standard in my opinion.
And
My
Hugh
only
Jackman in a top
hesitation
hat.
to being yes. My only hesitation to it being my favorite Nolan is just that Interstellar really hits me like in my heart.
emotional. Yeah,
Yeah, but Prestige, I think, is probably the better movie.
I agree. Interstellar, makes me feel things Prestige does not.
Mm-hmm.
But Prestige, technically, like on a technical level, is a better movie.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, having a daughter changed the way I felt about Interstellar, because
Have you
at
watched
the
it
end
since
when
you
she
had
was
to-
like, oh yeah, I watched
had
it literally
eaten?
last night
Okay.
and finished it this morning. It's when he's at the end when he goes and sees Murph, and he's like, how did you know I would come back? And she's like, because my daddy promised me. And I was like, oh geez, like I almost
Oh.
I felt like a tear, and I was like, oh nope, I'm all right.
William's
And
like,
then
can't cry,
he
gotta man up.
leaves. Yeah. And then he leaves when her family joins
Yeah.
her, like her
Yeah,
descendants'
dude.
family,
Oh.
because he doesn't want to be in the way, but also,
Yeah.
kind of is
'Cause-
part of that family technically. And
'cause
like
he's
that
her
whole
ghost
thing is like,
still. Yeah. Yeah, don't get me started. We gotta change the subject. I'm gonna start crying. That movie's so good. I was gonna say, dang, what I was gonna say. You got me thinking about Interstellar.
we should just become a Christopher Nolan review podcast.
We could.
We just go
No
movie
guests
by movie.
necessary.
Oh, I was gonna say I was probably gonna go watch The Dark Knight because I haven't seen that in so long. And I was watching, of course, like stuff about the Odyssey yesterday and last night after we saw it. Just technical breakdowns of the IMAX stuff and the practical effects that they did. And just the fact that The Dark Knight, even though it's like a Batman, technically a superhero movie, it like is so appealing to even non-comic book superhero people because he did it in such a way that was like not a superhero movie. It did not fit in that box. And just the Heath Ledger performance on top of all that he won an Oscar posthumously for was like I was watching a review about how when the announcement came that Heath Ledger was cast as Joker, everybody was like really against it because he was this romantic actor, romantic leading man, and everybody was like, this is not gonna be good. And then he just defined it. He defined Joker for an entire generation.
Yeah, yes, that movie is so good because it's not just even Heath Ledger. Everyone is on
Yeah.
for their performance in that movie. I mean, Gary Oldman is fantastic in that. Like, he is a good James Gordon, a very good James Gordon, but that one specifically, he was amazing in. Aaron Eckhart also did a fantastic job with Two-Face, which should have been almost impossible as the second villain in a superhero movie.
Yeah.
He did great. I mean, of course, Michael Caine always does amazing. Morgan Freeman always does amazing. That was a banger of a movie.
How do you guys feel about Nolan just reusing actors over and over again in his films?
Michael
his
Caine
name just
being in
left
like
me.
every other one.
Like I was surprised that Tom Tom Hardy wasn't in the Odyssey.
Yeah, it does seem like the movie he should be in.
He should have been in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of asking myself this actually earlier today when I was thinking about it, because I I looked at the Odyssey promos and stuff months ago and was like, oh, he's like branching out. Anne Hathaway's in his stuff now. That's kind of interesting. And then literally I was looking at stuff earlier today and was like, wait, she's in Batman and Interstellar.
Yeah.
She wasn't that wasn't a new casting.
No.
And then I looked, was thinking, okay, well, I mean, Matt Damon's new. No, he's not. He was, and
He's also in Interstellar, and
I was waiting for Christian
yeah,
Bale
he's
to
in
pop up out of the Trojan
Interstellar.
horse.
Yeah, like, so there are the ones that I think of, like, Michael Caine and Christian Bale and Cillian Murphy, like that I think of as his guys that are in everything.
Yeah.
But even though he reuses like the same 24 actors in, I think literally all of his movies, that it's only those like 3 or 4 that I actually think of as being like the repeat actors. Yeah. Everyone else somehow has integrated so seamlessly into all of the multiple roles that they have had that I forget they were even in the other movies. I just think of them as the character in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think they do such a good job, and I think people that are working with Nolan know, or maybe Nolan himself just knows, like, these people can get the job done and not be like a distraction of, oh, it's this guy playing himself in this movie.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I haven't thought about this till just now. I've thought a lot about what roles could we have gotten out of Heath Ledger had he not died.
Dude, I think about that
But
all
I
the
hadn't,
time.
Until just now, I'd never thought about what roles could we have gotten out of him in the Nolan verse specifically being reused. I mean, because he did such a good job of taking on that so very different role than anything he had played up to that point. That, I mean, that guy could have been a chameleon. I probably literally would not have even known he was in some of the other movies that Christopher Nolan did.
He might have been playing Odysseus in the Odyssey. We'll never know. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Circling back to how we got into Christopher Nolan movies was actually through Tom Holland when we were talking about Spider-Man. Back to Spider-Man. I'm super stoked to see Bernenthal's Punisher in a movie. I am very stoked to see that. I've been looking forward to it. I hope that he not that he does well, because I'm sure he'll do well. I have no doubt about that. But that the role is done justice while being PG-13ized, which I'm not complaining about. That has to happen, but still carrying that character over. And I'm a big fan of his in general, the character and the actor. So I'm looking forward to that.
Punisher
Also,
had
fun
a series,
fact,
right?
Never seen The Punisher.
Yeah, I haven't either. I didn't watch the Punisher series.
Yeah, it had 2 seasons. It was very good. And then he has now shown up in the Daredevil revival as well. And then he had a short film, essentially a long episode that came out after the most recent Daredevil season.
Maybe I'll have to check that out. I got too much stuff to watch, guys. That's bad.
You'll get to it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I need to watch. If you go to marvelwatchlist.com and just look at the watch list for preparing for Doomsday, there's...
Is it fan made or is Marvel putting this out?
It's fan made, I'm sure.
Okay.
But you can look at, like, I'm new to Marvel, prepare for Doomsday, or just watch the essentials.
That's pretty cool.
So if you go to prepare for Doomsday, all of the things, it's 67 things total, 44 essential items, and 195 hours of watching. So it kind of goes through, like, you need to watch.
If the I'm new to Marvel is 142 total, and then 566 hours of watch time.
Yeah. It's insane.
Wow, I didn't realize there was that much Marvel content.
Yeah.
566 hours is a ton.
Yeah. It's an
This
insane
is
amount.
you said this site's Marvel watch list?
Yeah,
Yeah.
marvelwatchlist.com.
Yeah, okay.
So you can look at it in release order or story order, and then you can just sort it by like films and TV, but then you can create an account, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can check them off.
It's
Check off, like, what
combining
you've
all
watched.
the X-Men stuff. That's how
Yep,
they're
the
hitting that
X-Men stuff
number.
is in there.
That was what I wasn't crediting in my mental tally.
Well, but it's not that much. It's just like,
It's just like 9 movies.
yeah, but I mean, in grand scheme of 566 hours, that's not really making too much of a deal. But those are
It's
all
very
optional
small.
as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the shows are what are making up the runtime.
Yeah. But if you do the prepare for Doomsday, like all of
They
the
have
the
the
Marvel's
what if
movies
stuff in there.
listed as essential.
The what if
Shane-
stuff is the best multiverse content the
I heard
Marvel
the first
Studios
season-
has put out.
I've seen a few episodes. I heard the first season's okay, and then the rest of them are garbage. The other two, this
Hard
season 2
disagree.
and 3.
Season 1 is very good. Season 2 is better. Season 3 is worse, but still good, in my opinion.
See, because most of the storylines don't seem appealing to me. Like, I'll look at the descriptions and I'm like, that doesn't sound interesting. So why am I going to watch
you
that?
can't get bored. You can't get tired of them. They're too short.
Okay, well, guess I'll have to rewatch some of those. But I've seen most of the essentials for Doomsday. It's been a long time since I've seen the X-Men movies, though.
Same. I haven't watched the original Fox trilogy in a very long time.
I remember loving those.
Yeah, same. I was very disappointed in the third one for what it did not do, but it still wasn't bad. It was still enjoyable.
So I've seen every movie in the essentials for preparing for Doomsday, except for I've not seen Black Panther 2. I've not seen, where's the other one? I think I've seen Ant-Man Quantumania, I think.
Iron Man 2 post-credit scene is listed as essential. That's an
Yeah.
interesting thing to pull out.
And then I've not seen the Marvels or the Eternals, but the Eternals isn't essential, I don't think.
Thor Ragnarok, there's a subtitle that says watch credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain America, the First Avenger also.
Ant-Man
that,
and the
'cause there's
Wasp
a
says
credit
one credit stop
post-roll.
before credits. The credit scene belongs right after Infinity War.
Avengers Endgame, block out 3 hours.
So that's
I am
interesting.
probably going to go see the re-release of Endgame where they've added and modified stuff to lead in better to
What?
Doomsday. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen this?
Oh yeah, the
No,
They're
re-release of
releasing it
Endgame.
this fall. Yeah, they're re-releasing Endgame, and there's like 9 minutes or something of additional runtime. I
It's
am
because-
also extremely skeptical about it, but I'm gonna go see it because it's one of my
9
favorite
additional
Marvel movies.
minutes.
It's
They
because
had to
it's because
retcon.
they probably had to redo
No.
it because they weren't prepared for Doomsday. They were thinking Kang Dynasty and Secret War, so they probably had to add something in there to
Yeah, I
make
don't
it
think
make
they're
sense.
changing anything. They're adding additional context, is my understanding. I mean, like nobody knows what's in it, but it's my
Yeah.
understanding.
At the
from
very end, you're going to
articles.
see Iron Man's fist come out of the ground.
Honestly, if they did that and gave no explanation and that was how we got Doctor Doom,
Yeah.
I would hate it. I would also be in.
Have you guys seen the theory that when they go back in Endgame and you see Tony and his dad talking, and then he's like,
Yes.
"Oh, I'm pregnant," or "My wife's almost due," and he's like he looks confused, and he's like, "When's she due? Or how far along is she?" And it's making you think that Tony was actually the second child, and their first child they gave up for adoption to a family in Sokovia. And so that's, or like in an alternate timeline, in that timeline that they're in, since they
Yeah,
created a new
that's
timeline, that kid gets sent to Sokovia and grows up to
Honestly,
be
that
Doctor
would be
Doom.
pretty
I
interesting.
think if they did it
I like
that
that
way,
theory.
That would be a better. I would like that better. I don't like the theory. I don't like the he's taking over his body. I like the theory that that's him in an alternate universe. That makes way more sense, and I think would be more entertaining.
Yeah, I could see that being the route that they take.
But see,
But they
that goes,
won't do it because
yeah,
fans
'cause
already
that's what
know that one.
would be cool. Well, no, but fans have theorized everything at this point. So
I just want to be clear. Is the taking over the body thing like Scarlet Witch did? The spoiler that was in the thing, the trailer?
No.
No, okay, that's just a fan theory
yeah,
Yeah.
that
that's
you
still
don't
just a
like.
fan theory.
Got
No,
it.
yeah,
Okay,
nobody really
good.
knows how they're going to do that. But I think
Okay, good.
him having I even think
Because you're
that,
right, that would be horrible.
I even think it would be okay if they did. It is his brother, just Tony or Robert Downey Jr. is just playing Tony Stark's brother, and they just look alike
Yeah.
because they're brothers, and that would make
I
sense.
I hope they do the Tropic Thunder route of not literally, but like let me.
He's
hear
playing a
me out.
man who's playing Tony Stark.
That they showed Robert Downey Jr. can do a fantastic job of acting.
I'm a white man
of his
playing a black
roles
man
in
playing
the
a black
modern-
man.
Most of his roles in modern history have been Robert Downey Jr. for the most part. But that one, and then I mean, even going back to the one where he played Charlie Chaplin in like the 90s or early 2000s, whatever it was, he can play very convincingly a totally different person.
Yeah.
So that's what I hope is going to happen, is that it's just Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom.
Yeah, like
and
he
most
doesn't
of
have.
the time he's behind a mask. There's not some weird connection because there doesn't have to be.
That's true.
I
And
don't
he doesn't
like
have all
that.
the weird like
I
quirks
wouldn't
of
like
Tony
that.
Stark.
Yes. Like if he's eating on set all the time and that's kept in, I'm going to have a problem.
Well,
Through
that's
his mask.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. If that was the case, I think they should have cast someone else, because I think that's a wasted role for someone that could have done it. And they just did that just to bring him back somehow. I want him. I don't want it to be Tony Stark. I want it to be like integral to the plot. Like, oh, now they're having to fight someone who's possessed the body of Tony Stark, or it is Tony Stark's long lost brother from a different timeline, sort of thing. That would make it acceptable for me, for him to be
There
playing
would be
Doomsday.
stakes to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be Robert Downey Jr.'s just playing Doctor Doom, because it's like they could have found anyone else to do that, and it probably he's a great actor, but they probably could have found somebody specific to play Doctor Doom that would have been like really good at that role. And if it's just him playing it just for the sake of him playing it, and it has nothing to do with the fact that he looks like Tony Stark, I think they would be doing a disservice to that role, if that makes sense.
I mostly agree. My only counterpoint is I do have sympathy for them in the moment their franchise was in, taking the easy grab of getting people back in the theater to watch it. And so I mean, again, as long as he does a great job doing the role, I'd be cool with it. But I mean, yes, it would be, better if it is part of the story. But that needle is going to be pretty hard to thread to make it not stupid and also integral to the story.
Yeah, because that is towing the line of stupid. If like they have to write that in very well for it not to be cheesy.
Oh wait, what? Which theory?
Of him being somehow Tony Stark. Like,
Oh, yeah. It would have to just be a multiverse thing. It would have to be him in an alternate universe. He is Tony Stark, but he was raised by someone else, like the Sokovian theory. It would have to be something like that. There's no way that they could make it, that's Tony Stark, the one that they know.
yeah,
Or he died and went to the afterlife and got like bitter because of his sacrifice and came back to destroy everybody. Like, that doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't do that. Or would he? Maybe that's what they're
Or would
doing. Are they going to
Maybe
blow
so.
their shot of redeeming Marvel?
He's no longer a billionaire playboy philanthropist. He's just a billionaire playboy. Take out the philanthropy.
Philanthropy. No more.
Philanthropy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to actually watch the Thunderbolts, I guess, because they're going to be in this one. I've seen
That
half
was
of it.
decent.
That was a pretty good movie.
It was
yeah.
decent.
Yelena is a fantastic character, and
Well,
her name leaves me now. The actress is obviously amazing.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh, thank you.
Bless you.
I really want her character, Yelena, and Shang-Chi to be like two of the pillars of the new Avengers, because
I haven't seen
they're
that
both really, really good characters. And I think they could have good chemistry. I think for me, they could do a decent job of replacing Cap and Black Widow's chemistry for me, of that art side of the team.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, I need to watch that one too. And real quick, because I know we said we were going to make this a shorter episode, and here we are after 9 o'clock
right.
now.
We
But,
got yapping.
now I forgot what I was going to say. What the heck? Oh, yeah. The thing I didn't like about the Thunderbolts, the reason I stopped halfway through, is I wasn't connected to these characters because there wasn't a build up like we had with the Avengers. Like, that was one of the things about the Avengers, is like they had their own movies, and then we got to see them come together, and you had more of like an attachment to the characters themselves. And these characters, like, there are some movies with them in it, but I'm not connected to them in the same way that I was the original Avengers. So them trying to rebrand them as the new Avengers and then just kind of putting them in a movie together and hoping that it sticks, that's why it didn't resonate with me, I think.
Yeah. I could see
That's
that.
fair.
But
I think
I'll
Yelena
rewatch it.
is like the anchor point of that movie, though.
But see, she drives me
Big
crazy.
time. She does?
Yes.
Is it the fake
I
Russian
like her
accent?
a lot.
I think it's just her. I think Florence Pugh just drives me insane.
Oh,
She was one of those
okay.
actors where like they just put her in everything. Kind of like Timothy Chalamet.
I almost said like Timothy, the way you feel
they
about
just are like,
Timothy Chalamet.
she got big and they just put
They're
her in
even both
every
in
single
Dune.
movie. And I think it just drove me crazy to the point
With
where like I
Zendaya,
don't like
who's
her.
also in every movie.
Exactly. Yeah, same thing.
She was great in Odyssey. All right, we should wrap it up.
All right. Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out July 28th. Might actually probably will be, yeah, it will be out before you guys listen to this. So no
Yeah.
spoilers, guys.
What?
Yeah, today's the 20th.
Yeah, comes out in 8
And
days,
this
and this
comes out-
episode won't come out for
Oh, no.
No, this episode comes out this Thursday.
Yeah,
doesn't
this
it?
will come out this
oh
week.
this Thursday. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or I could release the other one that we have hanging. But we can talk
Well,
about
that's
that
fine.
later.
No spoilers, guys.
No spoilies. If you want to contact
That's
us.
one we need to do a review of.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
dude,
should.
yes. Yeah. Be looking out for our Spider-Man Brand New Day review coming at you.
And my live stream of Spider-Man Brand New Day on our YouTube channel when I go see it in theaters.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, our YouTube's going
Don't
to
be on the lookout for
short-lived.
that.
Yeah.
That's not happening. But we hope you enjoyed this episode of Amateur Hour. It's a little yap sesh where you can watch the whole video and watch us react to each other's interesting takes. And hopefully the video's up. It'll definitely be on YouTube. Hopefully you're watching this on Spotify as well. And thanks for listening, guys. If you want to contact us, you can email us, info@amateurhourpod.com.
Jackson almost got lost in the plot there, lost in the yap, and forgot the outros. But,
Lost in
you
the
can also
sauce.
find us. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at amateur_pod.
And if you want to get some merch and help support what we do here, amateurhourpod.com. Head over there, buy something cool. We appreciate you.
Hope you like the new intro too.
Yeah, enjoy that new intro and outro.
Oh, I'm
You did an
excited
outro,
about
right?
that.
Enjoy
I
this
didn't make
outro.
an outro. Bye, guys.
See ya.